I mean, if he doesn't destroy my Vera, like this game will actually like go out of control. If he doesn't destroy the Vera, I'm going to win. That's
perfect.
Oh, cool. I mean, first off, let's just do this. I'm not sure if he can target my cards, but I'm going to for sure take control of his.
Yoink.
Join us, brother. Hello everyone, welcome to a new Dr. Vast stream / recording of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and this time we're going to be playing Vernusylph. So this deck came out in the pack a while ago, and you know, I never got around to making a deck of it. When these cards came out, there was other cards. I think this came out the same time as Terra Limits. I'm going to double check that in the future. But we have all pretty much the deck profile is our goal is to mill / send as many earth monsters, good earth monsters that lock our opponent out as possible, and resummon them onto our side of the field and hopefully just win the game via a few floodgates. Our extra deck are mostly earth monsters too. Let's hop into it. So we have 3 copies of Maxi and 2 copies of Ash Blossom. I mean, this is in every deck in this game, so we might as well skip it. We have 2 copies of Vernusylph Flowers. They all have an effect where you can discard themselves from hand, and then another earth type monster from your hand, and then you can either add, then that's when you get their positive effect. So you can either add a card, special summon from the graveyard, send another earth type monster from your deck to the grave, all of these fun things. However, this deck typically runs into an issue of discarding too many cards, and then you getting like punished for that pretty badly. So you kind of want to not discard too many cards, but you also have to discard a lot. There are ways around it, however. And then we have 2 copies of Vernusylph Thawing. You get to discard another earth or another monster. Then you summon 1 earth monster from the graveyard, pretty much the entire deck, because you want to have them. But they all have on-field effects. This on-field effect is a Vernusylph monster can attack twice. That's it. And then on the field, all monsters on the field lose 600 attack except for Vernusylph monsters. And on this discard effect, you can add 1 Earth Fairy monster in your deck to your hand, which, fortunately for us, is the entire Medora or Ishizu engine. They're all Earth Fairies, so we can add them to our hands. And then we have 3 copies of it because we can mill it to mill any Earth Shuffler. So we can discard this card and 1 monster and add 1 Vernusylph card from our deck to our hand. So it means our field spell, the good trap, or Corocola. So most of the time we're going to add a monster, but if we have a really good hand, we can add whatever we're missing. 1 copy of the Ishizus, except for the one that's at 2, because they mill and graveyard control. 1 copy of Lava Golem, because Lava Golem is pretty much gets over cards, and we're not going to do much normal summoning. We don't have to. So Lava Golem. I also have Sphere mode. If you want to run Sphere mode, Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode, you can also do that. Grand Tusk Dragon on normal special summon, which we are going to special summon it. We can target 2 cards of the field, destroy it, and the card becomes a 2,600 attack point card. It's super good. And then we have 2 copies of Vera, the Vernusylph Goddess, which if you control 5 or more Earth monsters, we can hard negate a card, but getting 5 to 6 Earth monsters is pretty difficult. However, we can target 1 Earth monster in the graveyard during our opponent's turn and special summon it. So our goal is just send as many monsters to the graveyard, have 1 of her on the field, then we can have access to our negates. 1 copy of Amorphish Goliath. So Goliath allows us to, on summon, neither player can special summon from the extra deck. And since we're not doing much extra deck summoning, this cards are pretty much auto win if they don't have Dark Hole or to negate it. Then we have Vernusylph's Awakening Force, which on discard lets us special summon any Earth monster other than itself and a card that we discarded. Then the last Vernusylph monster, Flourishing. So Flourishing on its summon lets us special summon an Earth monster from our graveyard. However, we can't activate anything but non-earth monsters, which again, who cares? We're all earth monsters around here. Then we also run a barrier statue because it's an earth type barrier statue where we can lock our opponent out and laugh. 2 copies of Pot of Extravagance because Pot of Extravagance, even though it mills random cards, we do not care about our extra deck because we'll only go to there for pretty much the Link 2, but I only run 1 copy because I don't want to waste any more SR points on it. You can run 3. I would recommend running 3. 3 copies of Vernusylph and Bloom, so if we have 5 or more Earth type monsters, all of our monsters gain 1000 attack. And then we can banish the trap card, Bud from Grave, to special summon Vera, which is the boss monster over here, from our deck. The boss monster of the deck is technically Vera, the Vernusylph goddess. However, you can also say a more Phage Goliath or the barrier statue is our boss. Our entire goal is, this is kind of a floodgate turbo deck, but it's not consistent at it. But we can set up negates with Vera if we have 5 or more Earth type monsters. And I'm just kind of hoping that no one knows how this deck runs, so we can just win that way. So let's pray together. I also run 1, so the spicy tech is not only Lava Golem, but we also run Vernusylph Corolla, where all Earth monsters are treated as Vernusylph monsters, which only kind of works. I love this deck. And then Vernusylph and the Flowering. Bud's effect is target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Earth monsters you control. Special summon from the graveyard, which is going to be around 5. Return Earth monster you control to the hand equal to the number of targets, and we return the targeted card. So we're going to target like 3 cards, most likely. We're going to get in the gate, then we're going to use the trap card, and then we're going to recycle our cards, which is hopefully going to be enough to win the game. Well, sometimes it'll be enough. 1 copy of Hurricane, he's just an Earth type monster. He has a hard negate, but he needs 3 level 3 monsters, so he's really going to come out. 1 copy of Abyss Dweller because we run the Shizu engine, can get out level 4 monsters, and we can do this and we can lock our opponent out to the graveyard. 1 copy of Diamond Dire Wolf, just an Earth type monster. 1 copy of Giant Hand, Earth type monster that can negate. Gaga Samurai is enough to push for game, especially since our monsters have really low attack points. 2 copies of Bagusta. So Bagusta allows us to, essentially, he's another floodgate. 2 copies of Granite Gallet, which lets us add special summon a rock type monster from our hand, or add a rock type monster, which we're going to add a rock type monster, which is a barrier statue. 1 copy of Mrs. Radiant, 1 copy of Nightmare Cerberus, Cross Sheep, because Cross Sheep is also an Earth type monster. We have Asua the Earth Charmer, who can summon an Earth type monster from our opponent's deck, and if we are unfortunate to play against TR limits, we can at least steal their monsters from graveyard. 1 copy of Geno Transverser because Earth type monster, and we can swap control with one of our puny little Vernusylph monsters, one of their monsters. And then a Guave Dragon in case we need the attack points to go for game. If you want to make some deck edits, you can of course improve the extra deck and put in like Boral Swords or access codes, but there's a very high likelihood you're going to be locked into Earth type monsters fairly early on into your turn. So these ensure that we can at least have follow-up. Nibiru is a light type monster, and he also will tribute our cards too. So, and we need to have 5 Earth type monsters. You can run Nibiru, but again, since he's a light, and even though you don't really think he's a light type monster, it does kind of screw over our deck just a tiny bit. We can always link into Asua with them, and also we can't really get over monsters with crazy high attack. So if the token hits the board, we kind of have to summon Nightmare Cerberus or bust, which is easy, but I do kind of want to put a Nibiru control aspect. If I get hit, I'll put in at least 1 copy, because at least then I can stop my opponent's plays and not get decked out playing against the only 6 Samurai player in stream. Let's hop into some games. I can show you how many decks I have after this game. I have way too many. And we open with, okay, discard, discard. Add one Earth Fairy, cool. Activate you. Kind of want to hold on the Lava Golem. You do, all monsters lose 600. Okay, now let's just do this one. Do I even deck? I deck all the time. Activate Guido's effect. See how bad I screw myself over. And see what I'm playing again. It's Light Sworns of all decks to run into. Wow! And which deck is that, Dead Shimura? Because I'm about to lose. Trade him? No, we're not going to maxi now. Oh my gosh! I literally just ran to. On the bright side, if he is running a Guido, yeah, no, this is. You're looking bad. Banish one. Oh, cool. Never mind. We're looking good now. I, fortunately for me, and with my terrible luck, was able to mill the exact card, draw the exact card I need, and I was supposed to put you in defense position. Join us, brother. I mean, sometimes you gotta risk it. See what my opponent does. Nothing cool. And also we're going to special summon a monster from our graveyard. Start this card. What's your thing? Second attack. What about you? Second attack. Okay, cool. Yes, I had to risk it for the biscuit, okay? And now all my monsters are dummy thick. Field or in the graveyard. Yeah, we're going to do this. Well, I can recycle my Max C. But no, we're going to recycle Agido. Karen, it's your turn, sir. Yes, my cards are now dummy thick. You can't target me. You can't. What else can they not do? Their monsters are weaker. They just lost Judgment Dragon. If they would have drew that Judgment Dragon, I would have lost. Okay, this guy is having the worst luck I've ever seen. Why is he banishing a light and a dark monster? Oh, this is Chaos Sorcerer. Who cares? Once per turn, effect resolves 5 or more, negate that effect, destroy that card. I won't have 5 monsters after this, so I'll do it. You have another one of itself? See, if I draw Nibiru, I'm probably going to drop Nibiru, so What is my man running? What Dark Arm Dragon? Like Gores? What's happening? What's happening here? Okay, you might not want to activate that Michael. First win of the day, let's go. With the deck that I wasn't even sure was going to do it. And with me 100% misplaying and believing only in the heart of the cards. 2 coin tosses, I should run bad decks more often if you guys are going to be doing this to me. Doesn't that take like dozens of hours to make the model? And do you make all of your models yourself? Alright, we're going to activate Power of Extravagance, turn our brain off here. Let's see if we get Ash Blossom. 6 cards. Oh, look, they have it, boys. Who would have guessed it? Not me. So, how toxic should we be today? Activate you. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. And we're going to also discard you. And you know what? I believe in the top deck lord. We're going to do this twice. Let's see what we're playing against. We might have... Alright, let's see what we milled. Cool. Absolutely nothing. Let's see what our opponent's playing. Ice barriers. I have a terrible record against ice barriers. Okay, cool. We're just going to summon Bagusta and Source Revealing Light our way to victory. How's that sound? Toxic? That's what I'm going for. End turn. And this is game right here. Okay, he has 5,300. Thank you. So, big girl, engrave as soon as possible. Stop trying to mill it. Oh, cool. We're playing against Kaiju / Evenly Matched deck. My favorite. We love those decks. Good. Now this... He has Maxi in hand. Cool. We're going to use this effect. See if he has Ash Blossom. This is my Ash Blossom bait. I'm going to add Vernusylph flowers and bud to my hand. You maxi now if you want. Thank you. So yeah, we have the floodgate. Doesn't really matter if he gets a singular draw for this. I am going to put down... Do we have a choice between a barrier statue? No, barrier statues are too weak. We're going to send Goliath. Have fun with your 1 card, sir. Back to our hand. We're just going to normal summon it. What's your effect on the field? Go summon Goliath, and let's hope that you're not running a Kaiju. What is he running? This is probably a Dark Magician player, isn't it? crazy. He didn't read a goddamn sentence. Why is he? He's running Eldritch and he went. What's happening here? He should have went first. He won the coin toss. What is? Okay. Outplayed. I mean, if he doesn't destroy my Vera, like this game will actually like go out of control. If he doesn't destroy the Vera, I'm going to win. This one. Well, cool. He didn't read another sentence. He's just playing the game, boys. He's just playing the game. Can you put him at fault for this? Playing the game. Medora, you are a terrible card right now. Is there any way around? I mean, first off, let's just do this. I'm not sure if you can target my cards, but I'm going to for sure take control of his. Join us, brother. Oh, cool! I didn't even read this card. What do you do? I feel like he has a Mirror Force. But I have to push for damage. Stop it, Mudora. Be happy in the graveyard. I forgot he said that. Alright, does your effect activate? You can send one spell trap card, add this card to your hand, and it activates. And he has to send for cost. So we're gonna go to main phase. Actually, this is my turn. Wait, I am going to activate it, but if you read his effect, he has to send a spell or trap card first, and then I can shuffle it back into his hand, back into his deck. So I want him to activate it. What? He just top deck another. Bro, he's just better. He's just better. Better at the game than I. I'm just not good. His skill is just unparalleled. Not yet. Hold. Hold. Now. See, he has to send for his effect to resolve. So we're going to put that back into the deck. He loses infinite impermanence. This is the power of reading. And he has another one in hand. Man, you gotta love this. Outplayed. Alright, let's double his attack. Do you have any earth monsters in his graveyard besides Max C? This Elvish is coming in clutch for me. Yeah, summon your stupid conquista. He's just going to rest and digest 5,000 damage. Bro. Let's see if he has Torrential Tribute this time. And next we're going to activate In Bloom's effect to banish the trap card. We don't need too much damage on board. My entire goal is just to block one singular attack. I know he has one trap, so we're going to attack first with Eldritch. He's going to try to save his life. He just took it. We take those. This deck definitely needs a little bit of lab in before you run it. I recommend you send the Vera or one of your floodgates to the graveyard instead of Kelbeck and Agito, just because Kelbeck and Agito are kind of luck dependent. Yeah, you can mill one of your 4 cards you actually want to mill, but it's not going to happen. Let's be real. In my tier element video, I somehow only fused 1 time on my turn, and I milled like 20 cards, 20-30 cards in 1 turn. So like, you're not always going to hit the cards. Even in a deck based around milling like Lightsworn, you're never going to hit cards consistently. So just mill the good cards first, special summon them as soon as possible, and then play the game. But if you do enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate all the support, guys. You have a great day. Bye.